The Batman Arkham games did a lot of things well, and did a lot of villains well, but there were some villains that weren't used enough or not good enough. The villains on this list are just villains that I would have liked to see more of. So in this video, I'm going over my top 5 underused Batman Arkham villains. First, as an honorable mention, I have Clayface, because he only appeared in Asylum and City, but his appearance in Asylum was just a cameo. I do think that cameo was cool, with every time you look away from him, he changes into a different person. He was a major part in City with that twist in the end, and he did have a good boss fight, but I would have liked to see more of him, so that's why he's just an honorable mention. Number 5 is Solomon Grundy. I don't know too much about Solomon Grundy, but he was only in Arkham City for a boss fight. I think his boss fight is cool and really good, but that's all he has. I like the way he is introduced with Penguin saying he just found him, and his design is really cool. At the end of the boss fight, he gets killed by Batman, even though he was technically already dead, but that is the last we see of him. He is only number 5 because from what we do get, I really like, and he doesn't really need to have more. Number 4 is Deadshot. Deadshot is in Arkham City and Arkham Origins. In Arkham City, he only had a side mission, which was kinda cool, but the boss fight at the end of that side mission was quick and pretty easy. In Arkham Origins, he is one of the assassins hired to take out Batman, but he is still only in a side mission, and again, that side mission is a little better than his side mission in City, but it's still just okay. Deadshot is a cool villain, and I would have really liked to see more of him, but he isn't used much, and he isn't used that well. So even though he is in more games than Solomon Grundy, he is at number 4 because I am less satisfied with what we got from him in the games. Number 3 is Black Mask. Black Mask has a cameo in City and was teased to be the main villain of Origins, and is in the Red Hood DLC in Night. In Origins, we got the reveal that Black Mask wasn't the main villain, and it was just Joker pretending to be Black Mask. I don't hate that reveal, but it would have been nice to see Black Mask as the actual main villain in Origins. He also has a side mission in Origins, which is okay, but isn't much. The Red Hood DLC was my favorite of the shorter story DLCs that Arkham Knight had, and Black Mask was the villain in that. He had a simple boss fight, which was simple and not the best, but Black Mask gets killed by Red Hood in it, so Black Mask doesn't really have it easy in the Arkham games, with Joker taking over his operation in Origins and then just getting killed in Arkham Knight. Number 2 is Hush. Hush was in a side mission in City and in Night. His side mission in City was really good, and it felt like it was setting up something bigger in Night, but when you get to Night, he doesn't really have much. It feels like the side mission in Night was just added because of his appearance in City. His side mission in Night was very short, and he gets taken out so quickly. That's why Hush is number 2, because his appearance in City felt like it was setting up something bigger in Night, but ended up not being much, and it was just a big disappointment. Number 1 is Two-Face. Two-Face is one of my favorite Batman villains of all time, but in the Arkham series, he just isn't used much and not that well. He is in City and has a side mission in Night. In City, he is in the beginning of the main story for a little bit, but he has a bigger part for Catwoman's story in City. At the end of Catwoman's story, he has a boss fight, which isn't that good. In Night, he has a side mission where he is robbing banks, which isn't a bad side mission. I just think he should have had more. Two-Face had some decent stuff, but I just think he should have had an overall bigger part in the Arkham games. So those were my top 5 Batman Arkham villains that were underused. Some were used more than others, but it's not just how little they were used, it's also about how they were used. So, in the comments, let me know what villains you think were underused, and if you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. See you next time, goodbye.